My name is Tim Polasek, and together we're about to go on a journey about peer feedback. So, in order to learn about peer feedback, we're going to have to focus on four main ideas. The first thing we're going to look at is the history of peer feedback. Why did people start reviewing others' work? Where did that happen? How did they do it at first? Why do we do it now? Why is it necessary? All those questions will be answered in kind. The next thing we're going to do is take a look at the merits of peer feedback. So, what good is peer feedback anyway? What does it do for society as a whole? How can it help you as an author? Additionally, how does it help the reviewer learn to improve their skills? The third thing we're going to tackle is the idea of anonymity in peer review. So, being anonymous. There are a couple different ways to do that, and we're going to talk about several of them. Single blind, double blind peer review. But we're also going to need to tackle a couple other things. How do people act when they're anonymous, especially online? We're also going to need to talk about how to identify bias in peer review. How can we know when we're being biased, and how can we try to eliminate that to give our most honest academic assessment? And finally, we're going to talk about anonymity and how it affects educational outcomes. So how does being anonymous help or hurt people inside the classroom? Finally, we're going to talk about creating good peer feedback. First thing we'll do is take a quick look at the course policies developed for OMSCS 6460 Educational Technology. Then we'll take a brief look at some of the literature in the field today. How can we improve peer review, and what are some of the best practices going on right now? Finally, we're going to identify the good and bad elements of peer review beyond just saying, oh, that's only one sentence. That's not very good. And that's going to lead us into our very last section, tips and tricks for creating good peer feedback. So, I hope you'll learn a lot along the way, and thank you for taking the class on peer feedback.